Surprise! I didn't really announce I was doing this tonight. Did I start yet? Yep, just checking. I did start. So it's the night of January 12th. You can see the time once I get back to the home menu. $10:31, and you can see my Switch is almost dead. That's because I've been using my Switch for a good few hours now. I think I've been using my Switch for like 2.5 to 3 hours. Just resetting it in Shining Pearl, trying to get a shiny Articuno. Still no luck. Hey, what's going on, man? So I'm doing this tonight kind of late, because tonight is, tonight's a Tuesday, no, Wednesday night. Right, tonight's Wednesday. Tonight's Wednesday, so the reason I'm doing this a little later than normal. So tonight was the premiere of the second half of Batwoman Season 3 and Legends Season... is it Season 7 now? Yes, I watched those shows. They're not great, but I'm already this far in, so I may as well. I think I see a bit of lag. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if there was lag, because I'm trying to play the music as well. You know, just add a little bit of something in the background instead of just the game audio all the time. And besides, it's not like the gameplay is so extravagant that you're really missing much. I'm just trying, okay? If it doesn't work, I'll just turn off the music and we'll go as business as usual. So tomorrow for me is Thursday. I have the day off of work tomorrow. Unless some last minute bullshit happens again where I get called in literally at the most last minute possible. So I'm doing this tonight so that tomorrow during the day I can record some videos, and I have an online class at like 4:50, 4:55-ish, like damn near 5 o'clock in the afternoon. House class? Yeah, I'm gonna talk about that. So the class I have tomorrow is bizarre. It's a weird class, okay? Is there life beyond our planet, I think is the title. Is there life, is there aliens, is there other life in the universe? Because that's, for some reason, a class in college. Look, I needed a general education course that was based on science and social studies. And majority of them were full. So the only ones that were available, out of all of them, this was the one that intrigued me the most. Out of all of the options, this was the most interesting to me. We don't know. I believe there's life out there somewhere. It's a big universe. We can't be the only life. Like, if life happened on this planet, in this sector of the universe, then who's to say it didn't happen elsewhere? Maybe it's just so far away that we just haven't discovered it yet. Maybe it's the level of so far away that we would never discover it, but we coexist this entire time. We just don't know. You know, it wasn't until, like... So I already have the course. I'm set to take the course. I didn't mess up the numbers, did I? Oh well. So I'm taking the course. I have the class tomorrow. Tomorrow's day 1 of class for that course. But it wasn't until, you know, seeing it on my schedule and then, like, really taking in that I have this class now really makes me nervous for this class. I mean, it's a general education course, so it shouldn't be too bad. But then again, like, just realizing I have this class made me realize just what this class might be about. So there's also the fact that I'm alone in this class. I don't know who's in this class. I don't have my classmates in my own program to, you know, fall back on in case I don't do good. Like, I don't know anyone in this class, so I don't have anyone to ask for notes or ask for help if I actually do start to struggle. Now you might question what's going to be so hard about a class literally studying is there life on other planets? Well, I didn't really piece this together, but it kind of makes sense. This class kind of has to do with biology, chemistry, astrology, all that. And oh, I am not good at those. I didn't really take much of astrology, I think, or I don't think I took any of it. I think the only thing I remember relating to that would be like high school science class, just learning about the planets and all that, like our own solar system. No physics? Possibly. But yeah, I guess it kind of makes sense. You know, life on Earth is majority organic. We're not counting artificial intelligence just yet. You know, this ain't exactly Detroit Become Human just yet. But yeah, on Earth we have flora and fauna. We have animals and plants. We have organic life. And then that's when it hit me. Like, we may be studying potential organic beings out there in the universe, studying elements and compounds that make up a living organism. And I'm just like, oh shit, what did I get myself into? Because I came very close to failing high school science. So the idea that I'm gonna have to re-enter the idea of studying biology and chemistry, it's like, oh shit, I may have messed up. I didn't think, okay? Out of all the available courses for general education, this was the one that seemed the most interesting. So wish me luck, yo. I got a 5 p.m. class tomorrow on studying if there's life out there in the universe. I mean, I've had general education courses that were pretty simple, but you know, those ones didn't require much not much burps, excuse me. Didn't require much studying. Got an 11 p.m. class. Well, how long are your classes? Because my classes are 2 hours and 40 minutes. Oh, you got AM, okay. Because if you're about to tell me you got like a 3-hour class and you wouldn't end until like 2 in the morning. I had a 11:40 AM class today. It was boring as hell, but the material is pretty tough. So, wish me luck there. Is the music volume okay, by the way? I know it's lagging it out a bit, but once again, it doesn't matter. You're just seeing the same footage looped over until I potentially get something that's slightly different color. Just something to put in the background so it's not silent in moments like this. So yeah, I have a Is There Life Out There class tomorrow. Let's see. So right now, what's my schedule like? On Mondays, I have a class on professionalism. Nothing on Tuesdays. Wednesdays, I have contact lens theory. With the head of the department too, and she's a strict marker. She's a lot nicer than my lab teacher from the previous semester, but she marks really strict. The other one was just straight up mean, but she's more forgiving when it comes to minor mistakes. So it's like pick your poison. So that's what I had today on Wednesday. Tomorrow on Thursday I have the Life on Other Planets thing. Friday I have an 8 a.m. online class. What do I even have then? I have 2 classes on Fridays. I have an 8 a.m. to about 11 something. And then maybe like an hour break, and then I supposedly have an in-person lab, but that's been delayed until the 27th, thanks to Omicron. So at the moment, I only have 1 class on Fridays, but that's gonna be only for like 2 more weeks. Just because it's nice for me right now to be delayed a couple weeks to start this class doesn't mean, you know, it still means it's gonna balance out. That means I'm gonna be delayed a couple weeks when I'm supposed to finish the class. Okay, let me see. On Friday, I have visual assessment and refractometry. That's a big ass word. At least, okay. The professor I have there is easy as hell. So hopefully that one's not too bad. I'm predicting the material's gonna be rough, but the professor's not gonna be that bad. Because I had him before. He's the easiest professor ever. Hey, I saw this thing on Instagram earlier. The year is 2022. In February, it will be 2/22. On the 22nd of February, it will be 2/22/22. And then February 2nd, 2022 is on a Tuesday. So many twos. That's like 2 by 4. Or like 4 squared. Isn't that the same? I'm gonna shut up before I mess up on math again. Some very basic math. But yeah, there's so many 2s on February. So after I'm done this, I'm gonna go hit the treadmill, because I am trying to work out. I almost missed working out last night, but then I just real quick like threw in something short. Because last night it was like 2 a.m. and I realized, oh, I haven't done it for today yet. Let me just real quick do something. Yes. New Year's resolution. The white people thing. Whoops. I've been working out ever since New Year's Day, and I've been sticking to a eating time limit. So every day I've been working out just a little bit. Nothing too crazy. I'm still starting back into it, like getting back into it again. I can only eat from 12 p.m. to 9 p.m. So I can't eat a too early breakfast, and anything after 9 p.m. if I get snackish, well, too bad. Can't eat it. Which is really hard sometimes because my family makes some snacks at night. Or if we have pizza that's left over and I could just like microwave a slice anytime I want. Well, I can't do that. So I've been working out little by little every day since New Year's. So for 11 days now, today's the 12th, and I haven't done it for tonight yet. I'm gonna do that after this. There's only one time where I slightly, went over my time limit to eat. Like I can only eat up to 9 p.m. and after 9 I can't eat anything. The only time I had to break that was a couple days ago when I had a late dinner. And I bled into around like 9:15 to finish my dinner. I mean, I'm not just gonna like eat half my dinner, then be like, oh, it's 9 p.m. I can't eat this anymore. Wrap it up, save it for tomorrow. I have a late dinner, okay? So a 9 p.m. time limit is kind of fine for me. I almost thought there was a fly in here. It was just a piece of dust floating. I have a late dinner. Sometimes I eat dinner like up to 8:30. A couple days ago, I stopped like right before 9 p.m. And also I'm trying to eat better. That doesn't mean I immediately cut out everything unhealthy. I can't do that. I can't like just cut out every unhealthy food all at once. I have to slowly ease into it. So sometimes, I have a piece of candy. I think I only have one piece of candy so far this entire New Year's. I had a high chew, I think like 2 days ago, and that's it. Trying to eat less fatty things, but sometimes I have no choice, like if it's my breakfast. Trying to eat a lot less carbs, more wheat bread instead of white bread. Less white rice, which is fine by me. I'm sick of that shit anyways. I think it was like beginning of the New Year's, like maybe the 2nd. I had curry for dinner, and it's like, well, what you gonna do now? You gotta have rice with curry. Well, guess what? I made myself some brown rice that night. I may not have the height going for me. I may not be able to, like, grow any more taller, but at least I can gain some muscle. And even if not that, I can at least, like, slim down. But, it's not about the appearance. It's a little bit about the appearance. It's also about being healthy, and that's what's important. Purple rice, that Thanos rice. I don't know if I have any purple rice. Yeah, I think it was you who sent a video the other day, like, what girls find attractive versus what guys find attractive. So then in the video it was like, girls, 6-pack abs, good facial hair, another thing I forget. And then for guys it's like, boobies, but the soul. And then the girl asking the guy was like, what about boobs? He's like, boobies, but the soul. I'm not gonna find the right soul in this world if I can't attract them with like a 6-pack abs. This is a horrible transition, but speaking of abs, Attack on Titan came back the other day. Part 2 to Season 4. That episode 1 was pretty lit. Pretty good. Good start. Not the biggest fan of the intro just yet. I wasn't a big fan of the first intro, and then it grew on me. When I first saw the Season 4 intro, I'm like, what the hell is this? And then over time it grew into me, or grew onto me. But the Season 4 Part 2 intro, it's like that, you know, that heavy metal, like, hard rock band kind of vibes. It's like, that's not really my stilo. Man, Aaron has it. Aaron has it good. He gets abs because he gets drawn with abs. You know what I did not need to see in the first episode of Season 4? This ain't a spoiler, but what I did not need to see was a bunch of Zeke cheeks. I did not need a face full of this man's buttocks in my face. His butt-ass naked cheeks. I did not need to see that. That's about all the fan service we're gonna get in Attack on Titan. This show is, I don't want to say clean. I don't think this show has fan service at all. Which I'm not against. I like a clean show every now and then. But I also like, you know, kind of get tired of it when it's just thrown in my face all the time, kind of like Food Wars did. You know, I didn't need to see everyone get their clothes torn apart every time they took a bite of their food. At first it was, you know, it was just humorous, and then eventually, like, how much was it? Like, 5 seasons? Like, 5 seasons worth of people getting naked over eating their food, it became a little too much. There's a story in my hentai. You know, okay, this is a horrible transition, like god-awful transition, but that reminded me of something that I wanted to mention tonight, but I kind of forgot until now. And, you know, make a guess where the connection is that reminded me about this topic. So earlier tonight on the news, I even messaged you guys about this. Earlier tonight on the news, I saw this story where this lady, she got reunited with her cat that she had lost 11.5 years ago. Like, how do you lose a cat for over a decade? Like, I think the story was she got a phone call from some animal rescue place. Like, we found your cat. Would you still like her back? Or him, I can't remember the gender. And she was like, really? You found my cat? Well, yes, I'll come pick him up, I guess. And it's like, there we go, 11.5 years later. The cat she lost is back with her. And, you know, I couldn't help but question the name that the cat was given. The cat's name was Loli, but it was spelled L-O-L-I. Pronounced Loli, but spelled a whole different way. But how do you lose a cat for 11.5 years? She was saying, like, that was her cat from 2010. And she hasn't seen her cat since 2011. I'm just amazed that they found the cat and actually was able to contact, like, the owner. I assume the cat was chipped, because if it were a collar that had a tag, like, that collar is, like, made of the most sturdy material in history. If it was able to wear that collar and tag for 11.5 years. Runs away. Yeah, I've seen some neighborhood cats just walk by and knows to go home. I don't get it. I don't have cats myself. I never had a cat before. But I just would not feel comfortable letting my cat just roam around the neighborhood and just having faith that my cat would just come back to me. I know in terms of dogs, they absolutely would not come back. Unless they're smart enough, like, unless you train them and they actually are intelligent enough. I know from my dogs, if they ran down the street chasing a car and I lost sight of them, they would not come back. They would not find their own way back home. Oof, sorry to hear that. I mean, do people just like open their doors and let their cats out, or do they have like a doggy door where, you know, it's and that's always something that I've never felt comfortable with. I never had one myself, but a doggy door, like it's meant to be like open, so whenever like middle of the night your dog can just go out and pee and then come back in. But then it's like, what if a bunny comes in? What if some other animal comes in? What if a person manages to use that, like reach their way up and unlock the door themselves and let themselves in? I'm sure that's possible in some way. They have some sort of tool to reach in, reach up, and unlock the door. So what, do cat owners have doggy doors for them to just let themselves out? Or do they just like open the doors like, here you go run around and come back later? Because it's not like there's a big enough hole in the wall for the cat to escape. It's not like however insects like spiders and other things get in the house somehow. Which, by the way, that's one of the great joys of winter. You know, it's like I haven't seen a spider or a house centipede in like 2 months. And I love it. Get them shits out of here. I don't want to see them, because if I do, I will run away screaming. Dad left the door open during summer? Yeah, why would you do that? Mosquitoes will come in, let out all that air conditioning. Unless your house was so hot from the outside, like it was genuinely cooler to open the door than to just leave everything locked. Which in that case, I would just take an ice cold bath. Like turn all the water to cold as can be, and just like hop in. Or I just like plug in an electric fan. Whoops. Not 3 yet, 2. But anyways, like that's just an interesting story that I saw in the news today. Missing cat for 11.5 years and miraculously actually got reunited with its owner. So let me think. If I'm gonna go run on the treadmill after this, I'm probably gonna be sweating. But am I going to wash my hair tonight? Because if I do, I gotta wait like an hour and a half for it to dry. Because I don't blow dry my hair, I just let it dry on its own. I could always just like not wash my hair tonight because I have tomorrow off. I could just wash it tomorrow. Am I the only one who does this? This may sound really stupid, but I do this. Like, I flip my pillow on days depending on if I did or did not wash my hair. You know, that way, like, one day, if it's way too late and my hair is super greasy, super dirty. I don't sleep on that pillow. That side of the pillow is all greasy, and then the next day I clean it, and then I lay down my clean head on a nice greasy layer of pillow. So like I turn my pillow based on when I wash my hair. If every time I wash my hair, I turn it to the clean side. And then the next day I don't wash my hair, I turn it over to the dirty side. Next day I wash my hair, I turn it back to the clean side. That way I don't like mix. I don't like mix together grease with clean hair. Is this stupid? Because that's what I do. I started doing this, I think, sometime in high school, when exactly what I said happened. You know, sometimes it'd be way too late to wash my hair. My hair is extra greasy. I have to go to bed because it's too late to wash it. And then the next day, when I sleep again, after actually washing my hair, I just lay my head down on a nice greasy side of the pillow. It's like I just washed my hair and now it immediately got dirty. And it's going to continue getting dirty the entire night. My voice cracked there. And that's when I started to flip my pillow over, depending on when I wash my hair. I got freaking biology to study tomorrow. God, I'm tired. So I'm shiny hunting Articuno in Shining Pearl. I've been at it for 3 days now. About to be day 4, I think. Because I started on the 9th. Like after midnight, the 9th. So like 12 or 1 a.m. on the 9th. And it's now the 12th, it's about to become the 13th of January. So almost 4 days I've been hunting for Articuno and still no luck. Once again, I don't expect these to be quick because they are all full odds. But, you know, because of how many I have to do, I'm hoping they don't take too long. Then again, I do remember Shiny Chimchar took me 17 days, and if I'm not mistaken, Shiny Moltres took me 22 days. And both of those were full odds. Then again, their animations took a lot longer. Doesn't mean I can't get lucky, like Shiny Articuno and Let's Go, that only took me 2 days full odds. And then after that, Shiny Zapdos full odds took me 3 days. And then I had the enormous gap of 22 days for Moltres. Of course, I'm gonna hunt Moltres again in Shining Pearl. Watch Moltres be a bitch again. It's like 3 times now Moltres has been an issue. Like, shiny hunting Moltres, this will probably be the 3rd time Moltres will be an issue for me. Just not shining. But I will keep it up. I'm not stopping till I get it. Just like this. 1,351 encounters, or resets, and I still haven't gotten it yet, but I'm not stopping till I do. Yeah, I have no life. At least it's like nice to have something to do with my hands all day. You know, sometimes if I need to review for a test, I'd be studying, I just like let my hands do something at least. Instead of me having my face buried in book pages, or at least nowadays, online PDFs. And besides, there's not that much to do for shiny hunting. The most you have to do is actually when you get the shiny, and you have to try to catch it. You know, for shiny hunting, I just hit like a couple buttons in a certain order every now and then. And then I look down to see if it's shiny, and if not, I just go back to hitting those buttons. The only time where this didn't apply was Dynamax Adventures, because that actually needed your attention. God, I'm so glad I'm done with Dynamax Adventures. I hated doing that so much. Because it just took so long. And the odds, even though they should have been amazing, it felt like they sucked. 1 in 100 my ass. How's the lag? Significant? Once again, it's like no big deal if it lags. Especially on this game, and especially on what I'm doing right now. Just the same thing over and over. The only thing that's actually changing is the number in the top left corner. One at a time, ever so slowly. You know, I'm essentially doing the exact same thing I'm doing in Shining Pearl. Because I'm resetting for the shiny. As in, like, restarting the entire game. Nice music. It's like the most perfect, relaxing background music I can think of. You know what idea I have, which I don't know if I'll ever see this happen, because I don't think it can legally happen. But you know how sometimes you calling a place and they're like, please hold, and then they play you some bizarre, like some sort of NCS music? Who knows where they got it from? I just wait one day a company uses Beneath the Mask as their please hold music. I don't think they can legally do that. But maybe someday someone will get the legal rights to actually use the song. And if I get put on hold, I start hearing this music and I'm like, yeah, you can put me on hold for as long as you like. Because I feel like this song would be perfect for that. Like, imagine you need some sort of thing you need some sort of thing done. The people on the other line is like, please hold, and then this song starts playing. It's like, I also wonder sometimes, where do those companies even get those musics that they use when putting people on hold? Do they have someone in the studio literally making it for them? Like, did they pay someone to be like, alright, can you make us a song for us to use whenever we have to put clients on hold? Or did they just, like, pick something random from the internet that they can use for free? They don't have to owe any royalties or pay for any sort of, you know, licensing. I wonder that sometimes, like, where do people get these musics that they use when they're putting people on hold? What, do they actually search up NCS and use their music? Did they just, like, look up on YouTube randomly, like soothing background music? First one that popped up, they're like, alright, let's use that. Download it. Excuse My breath is hot because I didn't eat anything for like 3 hours now. That's how long ago since my dinner ended. And I can't eat anything for just about 13 more hours. I'm debating, like, within the time that I'm not allowed to eat anything, does that count for beverages that would also give me calories? Like, can I drink fruit juice? Can I drink milk at night? Can I drink a cup of milk at like 11 in the morning? What about coffee? I don't drink coffee. What about milk tea? Cause Asian. It's like, do I allow beverages with some sort of calorie count, or do I just like only water when it's time for me to not consume anything? Cause sometimes at night I was like, let me drink some milk before I go to bed. But then it's like, probably get some calories from that. And remember what I said earlier? The fact that I can't just like cut out absolutely everything unhealthy all at once. Like, I gotta do it. I like, the best I can do is just try to eat healthier. Well, that won't always be the case. Like, I can't do that forever. And you know what? You know what I'm gonna make for myself for breakfast tomorrow? Just because I can? I've been craving a grilled cheese. So I'm gonna make myself a grilled cheese tomorrow. I know that's fattening, but god damn it, I want a grilled cheese. And you know what else I've been craving? Actually, I started craving this today. I want a burrito. And not just like a, you know, a Taco Bell burrito. I want something where I can actually go, pick out the filling that I want. Like that kind. Oh, you know what would be a good idea? You know, I'm scrolling through Instagram right now, and there's a Chipotle ad right in front of me. And that's kind of exactly what I'm thinking about. Getting a burrito from a place like Chipotle. But, when am I ever gonna go to Chipotle? But you know what I should totally do? You know how guac is extra? They charge you like $1 or $2 for extra guacamole? I make guacamole myself, so I should probably make some. I bought avocados yesterday night. I think it was yesterday. Yeah, I think it was yesterday night. Like, I bought some avocados last night. Along with some red onions, too. Like, I can make my own guacamole. Buy myself a burrito, bring it home to eat, and just add guac myself. I should do that. Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do that. I just have to make sure my family doesn't eat all the guacamole before I get a chance to put it on a burrito. Just a reminder, the music's probably lagging the hell out of the stream, but it doesn't matter. It's not like this is superb, excellent, very exciting gameplay. So it doesn't matter if the stream lags a bit. Got so much gas tonight. You know, I'm still looking on Amazon to buy a headband. So that way, like, when I run on the treadmill, I don't use my shirt to wipe the sweat. That does mean I have to wash that headband pretty frequently. You know what's interesting, though? My family, or more specifically, my mom, she doesn't like those kinds of burritos. She doesn't like having, like, basically everything from the 4 food groups all together in, like, one bite. Or, like, wrapped up together like that. Like, you know, they're Asian, they're more used to a bowl of rice than just picking the foods that they want on top. Instead, like, they're not really, like, they weren't raised like me, where, you know, I do like burritos. Like, that's a whole meal right there. With all the essential food groups and nutritions that you would need. You know, all 4 food groups. I think MatPat just did a food theory on if you had to eat one food for the rest of your life, what would that be? Didn't something like Chipotle's burrito or something win? Because technically it does cover everything that you would need. God damn, I want a burrito. I could honestly, because I'm an adult now and I can control my own decisions, I could just get myself 2. You know, as a kid, when you wanted more of a certain food, but your family's like, no, that's too much. Well, now I can make those decisions. If I want 2 deluxe cheeseburgers, I can get myself 2 deluxe cheeseburgers. If I want 2 extra large pizzas just for myself, I can do that. I'm paying for it anyways. So I only charge 15% for my Switch. I started at like 5%. But yeah, tomorrow I got the class. I'm gonna try to record 2 things before that. Then, you know, hop on the class, but that would mean my family's more than likely gonna get takeout because I finished class at like 7. Now, I did say I eat a late dinner, but you have to keep in mind, after work, we have to come home and cook the dinner. So that's why sometimes I eat so late. But sometimes, if we get takeout, then we actually would finish dinner earlier. We could finish it at like 8 to 8:30. Which to some people is still pretty late. You want to hear a funny story that my professor told the other day on the first day of class? She was saying how, you know, some people be annoying, like some customers and clients. I'm not going to say specifically what happened, but essentially what happened was she was working. This person came up to her and just started off like, "Here's what you're going to do." She was like, "Excuse me? Here's what you're going to do. I have a family of 5. You're going to help us do all this, and I'm going to pay you." And then she was like, "No, I'm not, because you see that right there, my license? I cannot do that." And then the customer was like, "Yes, you can. I know the owner." And then she on the spot was like, "Okay, let me call the owner and ask." And even the owner was like, "Yeah, we're not doing that." And then she continued the story by saying, like, a few months later, the same guy came back just to rub it in her face. saying like, I went to this other store, they were willing to do it for me, and they got the money. So they just made like 100 extra bucks. It's like, that could have been you. Like the dude in her store, he actually came back and mocked her about it. And I just put in like the student chat, like, that was so petty. That is like one of the most pettiest stories I've ever heard. I don't know, was that $10 guy petty? Just in case, like, let me tell that story again, just to refresh your memory. So a couple weeks ago, maybe, I think it was like more a month ago at this point, this guy came into my store. I'm not going to say specifically what he purchased, but his total was $260. He asked me if I can make it $250. I said no. So his total was $260. He put down $100 deposit. So when he came back to pick up his order, he owed me $160. So maybe like 2 weeks pass, a couple weeks pass. He came back to pick up. So he owed me $160. He hands me $150. And I'm just like, sir, you owe me $160. You still owe me $10. And then he was like, I asked the other people. They said it's okay if I just pay $150. And I'm just like, okay. I thought it was weird. And thank God I double checked. Like, I called to double check. And they were like, no, I didn't say that was okay. He has to pay that $10. So I told him, like, yeah, you weren't told you can pay $10. Yes, you still owe me $10. Like, I had his order in my hand. I wasn't about to give it to him until he gave me that $10. So we went over to ask. We both went over to ask, and turns out he did technically ask for only to pay $150, but I guess they misunderstood and just said yes because they thought he was asking for something else. So he technically was told yes, but we misunderstood his question, like what he wanted. And once we understood, it was an easy no. Like, what's wrong with people sometimes? You already ordered the item. The item's done. You're here to actually pick it up. You have to pay the final amount. Man, this guy made me so mad. At first, I was like, God damn it, this guy won. This guy was determined to not spend an extra $10. A part of me was like, you know what, I can respect this. This guy was determined and he saw through with it. But another part of me was like, God damn it, this guy won. $10, you cheapskate? Like, he placed the order, and then it took like a couple weeks for him to be able to come and get it. That entire time, he was thinking about saving that extra $10. He was hell-bent on not paying $10 more. Man, I was so mad too. I almost used lines on him, like, I was just thinking, like, go try to ask your phone bill to you know, give you $10 less. Let's see what they say. Go to Walmart, ask for $10 less on your total. Let's see what they say. Like, why you do this shit with me, bruh? Really? You know what? You know what would be hilarious for me to do? If I actually go up to places like Walmart or Costco, I buy it like a big total, like my final, like my bill is like $500 or whatever, 550. First of all, I have to get consent. Like, I asked the cashier if I can record them. If they say yes, it'd be hilarious too. If I can record them, it's like, can I record you for this question? Sure. Okay, I start recording. My total is like 550. Can you do $500? And let me record their reaction. See what they say. And they're like, are you stupid? Of course not. it's like, okay, that's what I wanted to hear. And then, you know, I just like play that footage at my store for people who try to bargain down the price a little way too much. Because I literally had this girl, well, this couple, but the girl asked me. Their total was like 1,200 something. And then she was just like, can you do 1,000 clean? I'm just like, no. No, I can't just like erase $200 from your total just because it makes a clean number. I didn't say that. All I said was no. Like that would be hilarious. That'd be a business stopper right there, but that'd be hilarious. You know, some cheapskate comes in and is like, can you give me like $150 off? I play that footage of me asking that at Costco and showing the cashier's reaction like, what do you think? That'd be hilarious. But yeah, that guy who refused to give me the $10, I could tell he was so mad internally. Like, what the hell is wrong with you? $10? And you've had that on your mind for weeks. This guy actually thought about it to the point that he actually went through with it. He actually made the conscious decision to, like, he decided when he came back to pick up, he was going to even attempt to ask, can I save that $10? Can I not spend an extra $10? Like, is that petty though? Back to the topic at hand. Is that petty? That might be petty on my end, honestly. Like, when you work in retail and people every single day try to ask you, try to bargain down the price, you get a little sick of it. And once again, you know, I have customers who use that lame-ass, ghetto-ass excuse like, we purchased from you before, give me good deal. I didn't deal with this customer today, but I literally had that person come in. It's like, this store gave me this, that store did that for me. Like, if you don't give me a better deal, I'm not purchasing from you anymore. You know what's absolute bobo? I have a friend who's literally in the same line of field as me. He works in this line of business. And he literally comes to me trying to bargain down the price when he has the exact same job as I do. And he was saying the exact same shit. He was like, bruh, why can't this store do it this quick, but you guys can't? I'm just like, you are like the most cringe person I know. You are like the cheapest, most impatient person I know. Because this dude, he expects everything fast. Even in things that I cannot control. You know, like, when sometimes I have to special order an item, and I can't control the shipping. He's like, yo, is it here yet? Give me an update. Keep me updated. Is it here yet? Can you make it any faster? I just keep on telling him, what the hell you want me to do? What, you want me to make them move the plane faster? Move the delivery truck faster? You want me to go teleport over there and bring it here? And he's just like, maybe special requests that they hurry it up with this order. I'm like, you are the most impatient dude I ever met. Like, he purchased something from me that took like a week. Like, estimated time for it to be ready was like a week. He texted me the other day, like, it's been 6 days. And I just jokingly replied, like, you watching the clock. You counting down every second. The moment it hits 1 week to the second, you are going to complain. Like, bruh, it's been a week. Where's my order? That was just joking. But I kind of feel like he was doing that. Just watching the clock, watching the seconds tick away. Like, the moment it hit 1 week, I swear to God, if it ain't ready. Like, a part of me, even though this dude is slightly taller than me and way buffer than me, a part of me wants to whoop his ass sometimes. Just because of, like, the treatment I get, kinda. He has the same job as me, same line of field. He knows how much I hate people bargaining and rushing. The bargaining part, that's just a dick move, but the rushing part, you know, I have no control over that. So you complain to me, you annoy me about it, I can't do anything, so I just have to take it. No matter how many times I say, bruh, I can't do anything about this. Like, he knows I get annoyed by that stuff. He has the same job as me, same line of field, and yet he still does it. My boy, who has the same job as me elsewhere, literally comes to me and be like, yo, can you do a better price? How fast can you make this happen? And then he was literally, he went to a different store after purchasing from me, like, yo, they could do it immediately. Why do you guys take so long? Especially if you do the same thing, if you get it from the same source. And then he was also like, why is some places cheaper? It's like, man, shut the hell up. If you like their service so much, then go to them. I think I'm gonna stop the music for now, because I feel like that's enough. I don't know, man. It's just like, when you work in retail, and you deal with fuck-ass customers, it's like, you get so sick of it. The other week, I had this dude who came in. I don't remember if I told the story here. He wanted a certain product that was $500. And then he was like, can you do $350 cash? I'm just like, no. No, he said 400 cash. I'm just like, no, I cannot jump from 500 to 400 if you offer me cash. His smug ass attitude, he was just like, you cannot or you will not. I just looked at him like, I'm not selling you this unless you pay me. And then he tried to gradually raise the price, like, alright, fine, 420, 430. And then he was like, 450, final offer. He even had the nerve to say to me, like, you gotta be at least making some sort of profit there, right? 450 total, I'll buy it right now. I just kept on saying no. Like, I was never closer. I was never closer than to using the line that I've been dying to use. Like, if you don't pay me, if you don't pay the price, I'm not selling you this. Like, douchebag even had the nerve to tell me, like, I was only expecting to pay $350, but I'm already offering you $400. I'm just like, I don't care how much you're offering me. If you're not paying the amount I tell you it is, you're not getting this item, bruh. So what if I don't sell it to you? So what if I don't make the sale now? I can sell it to someone else who is willing to pay the total price. When or whenever that'll be, at least I keep myself open to that opportunity for someone to actually come in to pay the full price. and I don't like cave in right now just because it's a potential sale for a lot less. Work sucks. But once again, I'm gonna get so angry one day I'm just gonna straight up yell back at a customer. Because they're gonna irk me just a little too much. There was actually one time I almost flat out just like lashed out at a customer for being completely boneheaded. But I held back so hard. Alright, 3 more encounters. Alright, last encounter for tonight. I only charged my Switch 20% that entire time. Excuse me. By the way, I know the thumbnails for these are cringe. They suck. It's just like I whipped up something real quick and it's like, well, there we go. You can tell I didn't put too much effort into these thumbnails. Nope. Another night with no shiny. Oops. Yep. Another night of over an hour of my life wasted. Well, that'll be it for tonight, folks. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more of the same shit. Take care now.